Hello everyone, and this is Alana, the mental Knitja. Hiya. Don't know why I did that, but I did. It's being left in there. So, I have decided to start making these videos that are going to let me know where I was and what I'm doing and things like that, so I can look back on them. So the first thing I want to do before I get started at all is to say a big thank you to Natalie from Love and Stitches podcast. I am part of her insider membership, and I just want to say thank you for being there for me and the kids, and for the whole membership, just being the best knit family that anyone could ever ask for. Thank you for all that you have done for me and the kids. We really appreciate it. Wanted to get the thank you out of the way just in case people didn't want to watch the whole video, but you're more than welcome to. Alright, so first off, this is going to be a podcast about crafts in general, not just knitting. It's going to be crochet, and I got a little bit of spinning, drop spinning, and really anything that I can get my hands on to craft, I usually like to try to do. And it's also going to be a little bit about my life. I called it the mental Knitja because I do have mental illnesses that cause a lot of hardship for me. And my knitting and my crafting really do help in working that out when I need it. So the first thing I want to do is just a little mini review of my 2021 for my records and for anyone else who wants to know. So I finished 51 projects last year. 51. My main goal for last year was to make a pair of socks, a month. I had a Make 9 2021. I'll put it up here to show you what it looks like. There was a couple things I didn't get finished on it, but that's okay. If you want to see more, you can go to my Instagram. It's Bojo Craftin' Alana, or even my Ravelry, which is under alannahmae. You can see it there. But anyway, so I better put this pen down because my anxiety is making me click happy. So for my 51 projects, 21 of those were socks. So I definitely made my 2021 main goal of a pair of socks a month. I had 4 pairs of mitts, 3 shawls, 2 blankets, 5 sweaters, 1 stuffy, 5 hats, 2 tanks, 1 kerchief, 1 bralette, 5 bags, and 1 cowl. Now, I'm looking down because I have little journals down here. So, I got a lot done. Now, as for my favorites that I did last year, one of my favorites from the beginning of the year are these socks. It's called A Drawer Full by Becky Green. It is in the Operation Sock Drawer book by Knitmore Girls. When I saw that book and then I saw this pattern, I felt like I just wanted the book. I really love all the patterns. I was planning on doing more than one pattern from there last year, but I only got one done, which was it was my first colorwork sock, and I just love it. I ended up doing, I don't know what heel I did. I think I just might have done like a wrap and turn heel, like a short row heel on it. I didn't do what it called for, but look, it's got little socks. So socks on socks. I call it my socks. That's what I call them, even though they're called a drawer full. The next favorite one that I had from last year Last year was a really hard year. My son's cat died, who he really, really loved. Her name was Lucky, and she was a black cat. I'll put a picture up of them here so you can see them. But when she passed away, I found this cute stuffy pattern. It is by Ysolda Teague, which everyone knows her from the Musselburgh pattern. But I found a stuffy by her, and I was like, I have to do it. It's so cute, and it's so weird, and the only thing I'm not fond about is the neck. It's super, super long. I mean, I could have easily shortened that, but I didn't know. And plus, I filled it with plastic bags. Because that's what I had at the time, and I wanted to get it done. Because it was so cute. I wanted to get it done by the time he came back from being at his dad's. But anyway, I put green eyes on him because his cat Lucky had green eyes. And then I put in her little nose. But yeah, so I thought it was a cute little stuffy pattern. He really, really likes it. Another favorite from last year is the Katie Goes Loopy shawl by Cozy Up Knits. I made it as my Christmas shawl, guys. This shawl. The first time I saw it on the Cozy Up Knits podcast, I freaked out, and I was telling all my knit friends. I'm like, oh my gosh, I want the Katie Goes Loopy, and oh, it's so wonderful. And then one of my knit friends messaged me and said, go to your Ravelry. So I went to my Ravelry, and she had gifted me the Katie Goes Loopy, and I knew from the beginning that I wanted to do this. Is peppermint bark. I forgot. I'm sorry, you guys. I forgot who the dyer is. But, and then, like, you're supposed to have, I think, like, 3 colors or something. But what I did was just pick out all my greens from Stash. All this yarn is actually from one of my other knit friends, a stash that she sent to me. But so, oh, it's so wonderful. I mean, seriously, those girls at Cozy Up Knits are so talented. So talented. So something else I did of the year was I did my first test knit. I ended up doing 2 test knits. Let me look. You're on my computer right now, but I have to go to my Ravelry. I forgot what my first test knit, who my first test knit was for, and that makes me sad. Oh, here it is. The Rose Socks by Autumn Poppy Designs. They were very lovely socks. I loved them so much. And they turned out wonderful. You can go to my Ravelry to see it. Right now it's in hibernation because I just did one. But I think I'll also link it down below. I'm just writing myself a note. And I'll put a picture up here of what the sock looked like when I was finished with it. So that was an awesome test knit. Another test knit I did was for Knitja, and I love her so much. They're called the Pinstripe socks. Let me see what her design name is on here. Knitja. Oh, maybe I should just write in Pinstripe socks. There they are. So her name is Cassie Bickford, and I'll also put the link down below of her socks. It was a wonderful test knit. She is so talented, and the fairies say that she is going to be releasing another pattern, or at least I know she's working on a design. I messaged her and I said, when you get done with that, message me. And she's just amazing. So happy to do that. That pattern for her. Okay, so next what I want to go through is now my plans for 2022. So one plan I have is to make a hat a month. So at least 12 hats this year. So that's really more the goal, at least 12 hats this year, but I just say one a month just in case. So I got that. So also I am doing the Make 9 2022 with Amy from Noble Character Crafts. It's her make along that she does yearly. Now I'm going to just go through the things that I want to knit. So there it is a grid of 9, and it's just things that I really would like to knit in the year 2022. So I have to finish my shellography by Stephen West, Joe's Perfect Slipper Socks by Cozy Up Knits, Granny Go Round Jumper by Iron Lamb, Superstitious Pullover by Michael Shawn, Chunky Monkey Beanie by Susie Knits, Half Baked Hemp Socks by Emma Davies, The Gypsy Bodice by Twisted Twig Crochet, Jack-O-Lantern Socks by Kristen Jones, and The Kissin' Pavet by Anu Vekomaki. So those are the 9 things that I am planning on doing for the Make 9 of 2022. And what that brings me to, though, is some things that I have already done. So my finished objects already for this year. So I'm going to go in order by things that well, first let's do the Make 9. So I decided that the Stephen West shawl, shawlography mystery knit along, I did start with everyone else, but I definitely did not finish with everyone else. Once I got to the end, I was kind of like, it's time to do something else. The mystery's over. I mean, I knew that I had to finish it, but I just was like, you know what? I'll have it finished by the end of January. That was my goal. So I put it on my Make 9 2022 grid. And so oh, you know what? No, okay. I thought I forgot something, but I didn't. Okay, anyway. So, anyway, I finished. All that to say, I finished my shellography. It is not blocked. I've never blocked anything a day in my life. I haven't even blocked the Katie Goes Loopy. I want to, though, but I'm scared, and I don't really have room to block right now. But my friend Rowan, she says that she's going to help me block. But anyway, so here is my shellography. I love it so much. I actually finished it on the 9th of January. When we go through my whips, I'll say a little bit more about it. But I'm working on another shawl. And I was like, okay, because it's a mystery shawl. It's another mystery shawl. And I was like, you know what? I'm finished with that clue. I'm going to hurry up and finish shellography. See how fast I can get it done since I got that clue done so fast. And I just went to town and I just got it done. Honestly, I love it so, so much. I have been using it even though it's not blocked because it is very cold in my room. So I have been using it. Sometimes I like to do shells like this. Just tie them in the back. I love it. It turned out so nice. I like the little loopies. Now, even though I love this so much, I would have never picked it out for me to knit because it is so, not because I don't like the look, I love the look, but because it is so intricate. I keep on looking at it though and thinking, how cool would it be to do this whole shell in just like grays? So different, like a monochrome. Oh my gosh, that would look so cool. And someone did show me that there was this person who did it in like all blacks and grays and then like a pop of gold. Wow. That was crazy. That was beautiful. I cannot remember who did that though. But anyway, so I did get this done. This was actually my third finished project of the year 2022. So in that time, I made this hat. So in the membership, a Love and Stitches membership, we decided that January was our cable knit along. And so I was like, yay, cable knit along starts January 1st. Let's cast that on. I'll get it started. Well, then I got it started and couldn't stop. And I finished this within like 3.5 hours of casting it on. This is The Winter is Coming by Tanya Brown. And it is a lovely chunky hat. I had bought this yarn last year. I knew I wanted to make a hat. I found this bobble, knew I wanted the bobble hat. Oh, it is so wonderful. I love it. This yarn is Lion Brand yarn. I think it's like homemade or homespun. I think I have the tag around here somewhere. I don't know where I put it, but I did have it around here somewhere. But anyway, it is so nice. I love it so much. It's so cute. And right now, this is like my color, this mustard yellow. Oh, one thing I forgot to say about the hats. I'm following along to the pride flag. Like, not just the rainbow colors, but also like the light blue, the pink, the one that looks like this. That flag. That is the flag that I am following along to. I'm not doing it in order, but I was thinking it would even be cool that maybe in July I can do a hat that has every single one of those 11 colors. Because since there's 11 colors, and I need 12 hats, and I'm not going to do them the exact color, but I'm just thinking like one of every color, you know? Anyway, so this is my yellow hat for that. I just love it. Love it. Tanya Brown Winter is Coming hat. And it is a free pattern. That's a free pattern. The next thing I did is the Easy Crochet Twisted Earwarmers by Olga of the My Crochet Space blog. You guys, look at this. This is my sister's fault. She made one. I loved it. I had to have one. And now I'm going to be probably making another one today or sometime this week. But, oh, isn't this so cute? And it's perfect. It stays right on my ears. This yarn was like K&C. It's over there somewhere. Like K&C. I bought it from Julian Fabrics. I made a hat for my sister and my daughter using that yarn too, and I thought I was going to make a hat for me out of it, but then I just didn't. And then, you know, I saw this, and so I got this done in like an hour tops. Had to be. Anyway, so that's that. Easy Crochet Twisted Earwarmers. Alright, so the next thing that I have gotten done, and I just got this done this morning. I woke up at 4:30 this morning, laid in bed until 5. Got up, got my daughter up for school, and sat down, watched true crime, and knit the rest of this hat. I started it yesterday. This is a Station knit hat by Knots of Love. And I love it. Look at that. And this yarn is Blue Sky Fibers, and they're wool stock worsted. It is the color Pressed Grapes. And you guys, it's 100% wool. I honestly just love it. I would love to have, sorry, I'm still looking at the tag. I'm pretty sure it's 100% wool. I think so. Oh, that's why I can't find it, because it's under the price tag. 100% fine Highland wool. So, oh my gosh, it's so wonderful. It's so cute. And I still have some, like a little ball of it left. This was only a 50-gram ball, and I got this really cute hat out of it. So that's nice. So those are the things that I have got done so far in 2022, which really makes me happy. Like, I know they're all head things and they're all for myself. I have so many hats. Honestly, look at, I just, like, I honestly have all these hats sitting over here, and if you think I don't wear them, you're crazy, because I love these hats. I really do. I love these hats. And you know what? I just realized some of these hats aren't even on my list. So I have made more than 51 projects, because I realized when I was going through that there's a pair of socks not on the list. There's at least 2 hats not on the list. And stuff like that. So this year I really have to step up my game and put everything in my Ravelry so I don't forget. So yeah, I have to have at least 55 things actually finished. But just sometimes when I get it done like that, I forget. I really do. Alright, so the next thing I want to go through is my whips. And so first off, let's go through this one. So, my sister made this for me for Christmas. It says, "This is my favorite ball sack." Isn't it the best? I love it so much. I really do. So first, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Definitely. Because what I have in here is the Throwing It Back Mystery Knit Along with Cozy Up Knits. We just got finished with our second glue. So first I'm going to go ahead and show you the yarns that I'm using. So this is a yarn that I got from my friend Rowan. It's Ancient Pines La Brebis by Knit Crate Light Alpaca. It's 100% alpaca, baby alpaca, and it's just so wonderful and soft. So I got that, and then I got some Yarn Bee yarns that I got during their clearance sales. And then this yellow. So these are my 4 colors that I am using. I did have some other colors picked out, but then when I started going and I saw some of the color placement in the first clue, I decided that I didn't want those colors, that I wanted different colors, and I wanted those colors for either a Musselburgh hat or socks. Because I got some awesome yarn from Ritz Fiber. She's really awesome. She's a really good dyer. And I got this one called Pumpkin Patch and then one called Pink Lemonade, and they're so wonderful. I just love them so much. Oh, I already spoiler alert. You're good. Anyway, here is clue 1, and then this one was clue 2. So I got Clue 2 done within a couple days. Clue 1 I got done, I think the day before Clue 2 came out. But yeah, so it's so wonderful. And I love this part. I love the little lacy lace stuff down there below. It's so nice. Okay, so that is my first whip. Love it. I love it so much. I cannot wait for the third clue. But the third clue is probably not going to be out until probably Friday night because they have trouble with surprises. And that's okay because so do I. But anyway, so there is that. The next one I want to show is my jelly roll blanket. And this is by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. I'm just using some worsted acrylic yarn, just kind of throwing it together. I really like it. I think it's cute, and it's just something that when I just want to go mindless crazy, that I just grab up and I go to town on, you know. So it's not something that I'm sitting there working on a lot. I did work on it for a while. So the jelly roll blanket I brought over from 2021. So that's something I've been working on since 2021. The Cozy Up Knits mystery knit along started on January 1st. Well, they released it on December 31st. But it was a knit along that started on January 1st. So that one's new. Here is another one that I brought over from 2021. And I have two working in tandem. Now, it's just some bare yarn that I got from nomad.com. And I decided that I wanted to have a 1970s style knit dress, which I have a pattern for, and I wanted cream colored leggings. So I just decided some bare yarn is perfect for it. So, what I'm doing is the Sweet and Simple Socks by Twin Stitches Designs. And there, that one shows it. And that's going to be a lace pair and go all the way up. Now, usually that is cuffed down. But what I did was I just, like, put it backwards. And I'm going toe up. And then the heel was just another vanilla sock by Sarah Stevens. So I got two different, technically three different, because I'm making these knee highs, sock patterns going on here. Those I only pick up here and there. I do want to work on them a little bit more, but I'm not in a hurry. Last year, the dress that I wanted was on my 2021 board, and I bought yarn for it. Well, come to find out, in the 1970s, the thickness of yarn had a completely different name than what it does nowadays. In the pattern, it said bulky weight yarn. And when I did a little swatch, what they were saying is definitely not bulky weight yarn. It's a worsted weight yarn. If not worsted weight, then a DK, honestly, by the swatch size that it's saying. So I tried to still cast that on as a bulky and just tried to do my own thing, but no, I didn't like it. So I'm gonna have to use that yarn for something else. I will probably make a bulky sweater out of it or something to that effect, because I have enough, because it was supposed to be a long sleeve sweater dress. So we'll see what happens with that. We'll see what I want to do. But so that's that. 1, 2, 3. So that was 3. Now these socks, I cast it on the 1st, I think. So here they are. This brown yarn is called Ludo. It's by Linden Wool. And then the rainbow yarn is by West Yorkshire Spinners. It's one of their signature 4-ply. And I really, really liked it. So I was cruising on Instagram, and I found this post of someone doing self-striping yarn, and every time the color changed, they would do a row of slip knits, like slip one, knit one, right when it changed. So that's what I'm doing here. And I also tried a new heel. I tried the butterfly heel by Kay Jones. Or at least Kay Jones uses it. I don't know if she created it, but Kay Jones uses it in like her mini bunting set and some of her other socks that just recently came out. I haven't got to try it on yet, obviously. But it worked up nice. It worked up nice. So I'm excited over those. Those are nice socks. They're coming along. I work on those every once in a while. I take them around with me. All right. So, my sunny son he tested positive for COVID yesterday. So since it's just been him and I am quarantined right along with him. So I decided to cast on some quarantine socks. And these are going to be for my sister's father-in-law. And I'm just using some Cozy Toes by Yarn Bee in the color Crisp Cobalt. And this is what I got so far. I'm using usually I use a size 2. And I do like I was doing 64 stitches for myself, and now I dropped down to 60 stitches on a size 2. But for his, I decided to do 72 stitches on a size 1. I don't know why. Well, okay, so I made these other socks. I was making them for myself on a size 1, 64 stitches. And when I got finished with them, number 1, they were way too tight. Number 2, they were way too short. The toe, I didn't realize the toe was like a weird decrease. So when I stopped and added the toe, it was like only like 1/2 inch toe. And so then I gave them to my sister's mother-in-law, and she loved them so much. And he was like, "Oh, I love those socks." And told my sister that I should knit him a pair while I'm in quarantine. So I decided that I would throw on some quarantine socks, and they will be his. But yeah, so that is really nice. And those are all my whips and everything. I have a lot of plans and goals for 2022 when it comes to my knitting. Well, when it comes to life in general. Like my biggest goals for 22 are mental health goals. I am working on getting steadier medications and working on being able to actually talk about things that are going on in my head, and not just the things that are on the surface that others can see. That is actually really hard for me. So those are some things I'm working on. I am hoping that eventually I'll be able to at least get by when it comes to that. But for now, I'm hanging with my kids, and, well, one kid now, because the other kid, since she wasn't really around us, I have her kind of separated. She's with my sister most of the time and only sees me through a glass window. So, for right now, until our 10 days are up. But anyway, we'll see how things go on the mental health front. So I'm doing that, and I'm knitting, and I'm crocheting, and I want to put down a goal for some spinning. My brother-in-law made me this with his 3D printer. So cool. I love it. I put rubber bands on it because it kept on going, like there was no place for it to stay up. So I did that. But no, I just got some like cheap fiber stuff at Hobby Lobby. And I'm practicing using that. So that's fun. I also want to cross stitch this year. And my daughter wants to embroidery. So I'm going to see if I can find her a starter kit for embroidery. And my son wants to keep learning how to crochet. So actually later on today we'll be working on that. And as I put out videos, I will show their projects. So we'll just see what happens. But anyway, son wants me to show you. I don't know if you can see it.
If you shine it directly into a light, like behind it, a picture will show up, and it's of my cat.
Yeah, his cat that passed away. I don't know if you guys can see it. Sorry about the light shining. But, my brother-in-law made this for him. It's his cat that passed away, and when the light shines through it, you can see it. So, it turned out really, really nice. Honestly, he likes that. But anyway, so I want to thank you guys all for coming to my first video. I know it was kind of all over the place, but I wanted to at least get my thoughts down and talk about the things that I've done and the things that I want to do. If you have any questions, you can email me at alannahmae@gmail.com, or you can message me on Instagram. My name is Bojo Craftin' Alana, or you can put a message down below, or even message me through Ravelry. My Ravelry is alannahmae. And I want to thank you all for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful and thoughtful day. Thank you.